Iran has shut down the internet, but its borders are open. You can't call Iranians inside their country, but you can speak to them here, at this remote mountain crossing to Iraqi Kurdistan, carrying stories of a country locked behind an invisible wall. No one would speak on camera, afraid of the regime's watchful eyes. But one man, with injuries on his face, told us he was shot at a protest in Alborz province last week.
I was hit in the face by around 7 pellet rounds. They struck above my eyelid, on my forehead, my cheek, my lip, under my ear, and along my jaw. I had to use a razor blade to cut one of the pellets out. 5 are still stuck in my face. I was too afraid of being arrested to get medical help.
Iran's security forces had crushed protests in his own town, he told us, but some in other areas have continued.
Demonstrations were still continuing in Fardis, Malard and some areas of Tehran. My friends were there. We were constantly on the phone. On Tuesday night, the protests were still going on, but I haven't had any updates since then.
The BBC has seen no hard evidence that street protests are continuing. Very little footage is trickling out of Iran, and the reports we heard today are impossible to confirm. Several people have told us that protests are continuing in Iran despite the government crackdown. Iran's regime has treated these protests as an existential threat. Weak in the region and challenged at home, it still faces a dangerous moment. The government's repression largely seems to be working, but the economic problems that sparked this crisis haven't gone away.
We are waiting to see what Trump does. In the meantime, civilians are getting killed. I don't care who the leader is. I only want my economic situation to improve.
Behind this mountainous border, Iran's regime is reimposing control, still unable to meet its people's most basic demands: protection from foreign attacks and prosperity at home. Lucy Williamson, BBC News, on the Iran-Iraq border.